Hey, what if you could join eXp and not have just one, but two mentors guiding your success? Now that's exactly what the new co-sponsor program delivers. And most agents don't understand it fully about how it works. So you stick with me and I'll break it all down, and at the end, I'll point you to a leadership walkthrough from eXp that'll make it absolutely crystal clear. Hey, I am 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗧𝗔𝗖𝗍 with the Momentum Pack. We help agents level up not just with buyers and sellers, but by giving our partners free access to artificial intelligence tools, social media strategies to help with lead generation, lead follow-up, and other real estate systems, and much, much more. And here's the super exciting part. Even brand new agents who plugged into these strategies have gone on to earning 7 figures in their very first year in business. Absolutely cool. And when you have the right guidance, support, and structure, you just don't survive in this business, you thrive, don't you? If you'd like to see what that could mean for your business, book a time with me through the Calendly link in the description below. And let's chat. Now let's talk about one of the big changes eXp has rolled out, the co-sponsor program. Now this is a complete game changer for agents who want more guidance and leadership support. Let's first start off with what the co-sponsorship program is. Traditionally, at eXp, you joined under a single sponsor, if you chose to. Now, with the co-sponsor program, you have 2 mentors guiding your journey. Now, one is your direct sponsor, the person you align with most closely. And the second is an approved co-sponsor, usually a proven leader who can bring additional support, systems, and accountability for you. Now, what does all this mean? This means that you're just not getting one voice, you're getting a second perspective, additional tools, and more depth of experience to pull from. Now you can ask, why does this matter to me? Now just think about it. How many times have you wished you had multiple people to learn from and just not one? The co-sponsor program ensures you don't miss out on proven leadership if your direct sponsor is newer or is still building their momentum. Okay? This way, you benefit from 2 tracks of mentorship. Your sponsor's direct relationship with you, and your co-sponsor's big picture training, resources, and leadership reach. It's actually, how do I summarize it? It's structure, guidance, and accountability times 2, not just 1. Now, how does this work in practice? When you join, you will have to name a primary sponsor in eXp, and within 5 days after joining, remember this is crucial, within 5 days after joining, you will have a chance to interview and pick a co-sponsor. So making it a 2-for deal for you. 2 people to pour into you and resources they're more than willing to share with you to help you be successful. Now this means you'll have access to double the training, double the accountability, double the support, and when implemented, it's like having a team of leaders invested in your success, not just one. Now my message to you. Now if you've been on the sidelines wondering if you'll get enough support at eXp, this program should completely nuke that doubt. You will get dual membership systems, training, and a built-in structure of accountability so you never feel like you're doing this alone. And I would like for you to listen to Russ Lagan, who is the VP of Growth at eXp, actually explaining it in this short video that I will roll so that you can get to know what it entails. Here's Russ.
Russ Lagan, VP of Growth for eXp. And if you haven't heard already, we've got an exciting new program coming to us, 2.0, one more thing at eXp, which is co-sponsor. So you may have heard of co-sponsor before. Other brands have co-sponsor. And a lot of times in the other brands, here's how co-sponsor goes. Steve decides he wants to join the brokerage and he really likes Michael. Michael and him go way back. He loves Michael, but man, Olive's got some amazing stuff that she's doing that Steve would like to learn. So in a typical co-sponsor scenario, you'll have a 50-50 split. Each one of them gets half of the revenue, right? Or in one of the other brands, you've got a 45% split, 45% split, and then 10% goes to the company. Not that those are bad, but eXp looks at that kind of stuff and says, hey, we can next level this. Watch this, y'all. So here's what happens with Steve. Steve comes in with that same scenario, and it could be, I want to work with somebody else because they've got cool stuff, or I want to work with somebody else that's local. This gives you the opportunity to partner with anybody in the whole company as long as they're not within your own immediate 7 levels. So that means pretty much everybody is fair game. So with this being said, Steve says, I want to hang out with Michael. I really like that guy. He's going to name Michael as sponsor. He's going to name Olive as co-sponsor. So what happens now is Olive takes up what would have been the level 1 position, so that rev share doesn't really change. No more dollars are going out, no more dollars are going in. It's the exact same thing. So it makes it so this is sustainable and doesn't break our rev share model or change it. Nothing changes in the dollars going out. So what happens with Steve is when Steve does a transaction, Michael gets paid rev share as if Steve is on his level 2, which is great because now Michael's going to get paid at 20% since Steve is on his level 2. And the revenue share is going to flow up above the sponsor like it always does in the past. In this one, the scenario with Olive will get paid rev share, which is pretty cool. And then the revenue share stops, does not flow up her revenue share organization also. So with that being said, here's the fun part. Steve has a closing, Olive wins, and Michael wins, which is pretty cool. And Michael's organization gets the rev share just like in the past. A couple of additional things is revenue share goes to Michael. Michael also gets a stock grant being the sponsor, just like we do now. He's going to get the FLQA credit. So when Steven does a sale, it gives him the ability to open levels by getting the FLQA credit for productive agents. And he also will get paid on levels 2 through 7. You may say, Russ, why 2 through 7? Well, Olive is over here. She's getting 1. He's going to get paid on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if somebody pops in down here on level 8, he doesn't get paid, just like it is now. The cool part is Olive now, she's going to get rev share, which is pretty cool. And she's going to get revenue share on levels 1 through 7. So if Steve brings in Joe, Jane, Jack, and so forth as they grow down, she's going to get paid on level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in her organization, which is pretty cool. The other thing is she's going to get the bonus fast start program for 50%. So you get revenue share 50% in year 1. So Steve is closing deals, you get 50% of the rev share for year 1. So with that being said, here's what happens. Olive wins, Michael wins, Steve wins. He gets the support. He gets to hang out with the people he wants to. He gets the knowledge base, he gets the experience, and he gets to work with both organizations to be able to take his business to the next level. That's what it looks like to 2.0 next level. Co-sponsor at eXp.
Pretty cool, isn't it? All that said, if you are considering joining eXp, click the Calendly link in the description to book a private Zoom call with me. I'll walk you through what a record-breaking group is doing differently. All that said, if this video brought value to you and was educational, share it with another agent who needs to see it. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM, call, or even book into my calendar, as I told you before. There you go. The inside scoop on eXp's co-sponsorship program and how it is different than other brokerages that offer it, so that you can leverage dual mentorship and accelerate your growth with confidence. Okay, good luck.